In the heart of the Pacific Northwest, our journey begins. A road trip from the bustling streets of Seattle to the heart of northern Idaho, where the rugged landscapes meet the endless skies. It all begins with the art of fly fishing, a dance between man and river, where patience and precision are the key to unlocking the secrets hidden beneath the surface. With the cool waters of Idaho as our canvas, we embarked on this adventure. Casting lines, learning patience, and perfecting our techniques to get better. Every cast our goal got closer, the elusive cutthroat trout. After hours of casting, we finally got this trout in our hands. My dad's first fly fishing trophy and my first cutthroat trout were a sign of success for everyone. After a long day in the river, our journey takes a new turn into the heart of the wild. We traded our fishing rods for bows and ventured into the rugged canyons of central Idaho, where after 2 years I got my dad to come and see the place I called home, Hell's Canyon Outfitters, a place where I learned to guide and a lot about hunting in general. This hunt was going to be extra special because not only it was me and my dad, but we got to do it with some of my old friends. Our goal, an archery hunt for elk, an endeavor that would test our limits. With mules as our trusty companions, we embarked on an expedition into the heart of the mountains. Where is you against nature? After a long ride, we arrive to what we will call home for the next week. Our first day, we trekked for hours before hearing our first bugle. A sound that no matter how many times you hear it, always gives you goosebumps. We got close to him, and he was making his way closer to us. But after about 2 hours at about 100 yards, he stopped responding and walked away, not even giving us a chance to see him. Day 2 was also full of adventure. After a long morning, we found ourselves 2,600 feet below camp chasing a bugle. We laid eyes on him 400 yards away and discovered we have found a 330-inch class bull. After making a plan and executing it, we found ourselves 80 yards from this elk. But luck was not on our side that day. A cow got suspicious and walked away, taking the bull with her. The way back made us reflect what we did wrong and had us already thinking about heading down there again despite the brutal hike. Coming back to our base camp every night was like a welcome home, with a warm tent and hot food on the table to get us ready for the next morning. Days turned into nights, trekking through challenging terrain, bringing us closer to these elusive creatures. campfire stories become a repository of wisdom passed down through generations, making all of us grow closer together.
Where?
Unit 18.
Really?
After a small discussion, we decided to make another effort and go down to where we saw the big bull on day 2, knowing it might be our last chance to get all the way down there. After calling on the way down and not having any answers, we end up inside the same hole listening to what we think is the same bull. Knowing what didn't work last time, we changed our strategy. We got set up and had him coming. The cows came out first at 50 yards. The bull decided to stay in the brush, never to be seen. We persisted for hours, giving him and us some rest, but nothing worked. As the days passed, we were presented with other opportunities, spotting some of the biggest elk we have seen, but the warm weather and the elk not being on the rut fully made the hunt extremely hard.
Right at his best.
We tried different ways of approach, hiked the distance of the panhandle of Idaho, as we found out later, with 13,000 feet of elevation gain, but nothing worked. We had achieved something far greater than a trophy. We had experienced the wild in its purest form. The return journey was a moment of reflection, not because of the trophies we didn't claim, but because of the adventure we had lived.
How much trophy?
One load. You might not.
We spoke of this not as a hunt, but as an experience. In the end, this is not just a story of hunting or fishing. It's a testament to the human spirit's thirst for adventure and connection with the wild. It reminds us that the true essence of any journey lies in the experiences gained, the lessons learned, and the bonds forged. Something my dad said after we were done was that the stories and experiences gained during this adventure are way more valuable than a trophy and will be remembered forever. And that's what really matters.